of all ages, welcome to a brand new series on the channel. So we just launched the Arizona Cardinals franchise mode, and this is really going to gauge which would be better, me editing and posting videos, about half-hour long videos, or do we go and run 2 to 5 hour live streams and try to win 32 Super Bowls with 32 different teams. And we got to start at the front of the list. The first alphabetical order team, the Chicago Bears. Now, people may say they don't need a rebuild. Hell, probably 20 of the 32 NFL teams don't exactly need a rebuild, but we have to win a Super Bowl with 32, so some teams are going to be easier than others. Thank God we are nowhere near the Miami Dolphins, the New York Jets, or the Las Vegas Raiders. And we get to at least start pretty easy with the Bears, the Bengals, the Bills. Like, how much of a warm-up can we possibly get? Well, we got Brian Urlacher here. Apparently muscular is still like a 220-pound dude. And I tried my best. Bald guy with a beard.
The menu on your left
I
lets
might
you
have
adjust your
completely
eight
sold
settings
Brian
of where you
Urlacher, and I'm
start your
sorry.
franchise. In the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
You know, I will never like that narrator, and I really need to figure out how I keep not hitting the right setting. Give me 2 seconds. Let me throw the thumbnail up in here. Nice. Alrighty, we are live at thumbnail. Boom. Select. Bam. And we have the first one down. So, of course, all Madden. And then classic Madden meter. None of this will really matter too much because this is Sim Series. Coach firing, we're going to do CPU only. And the class depth, I always like to do strong quarterback, normal running back, strong wide receivers, normal tight ends, strong tackles, normal, strong, normal, strong, very strong corners, very strong safeties. So we should be good there. There's definitely some other stuff that I'm missing. Nothing there. League type, that's fine. Whatever. 10-hour free agency frenzy, we can get out of it when we're done with that. I have not went through a full season of franchise mode yet. I've been working on sliders. I've been working on draft class for me and my friends, and just haven't really had time to go and have some actual fun with franchise. So this is going to be interesting. This is my first rebuild of the year. We start with the Bears in the preseason. Don't need any extra franchise points. Whatever it gives me for my pre-order for the 200 is good enough with me. Probably won't even immediately use that too much. Training camp. I'm actually going to delegate the training camp. Because I actually wanted to start getting through it. So we'll do the next year one. Can't delegate that. We are good with our staff changes. No staff changes. And then we have the Browns this week. It's just preseason. It's just preseason. We're going to get through this. Let's get through our little press conference. We all know we're going to be building around Caleb Williams. And yeah, we turn off the cinematic narrator so we don't get to hear the guy. Let's just get into it. I mean, that's the only thing we really hear anyways. Like, the reporters don't talk. It'd be kind of cool if they did. We're going to be developing the QB. Even though he's already developed. I don't know. Offense, quarterback again. We're going to be scouting prospects. Coolio. Kind of stuff, I mean, is interesting when you're starting like an actual series where you're not like simming through. and you're playing week to week, probably want to take that a little bit slower. Ben Johnson let go by the Bears after feeling. If anything, I think he met expectations with flying colors. It's just more interesting if we made our own coach and Brian Urlacher. Maybe for each team, I do an old player. Let me know down below who we should do for the Bengals. Should we retire Andy Dalton and have him become the coach of the Bengals? Maybe Chad Ochocinco? We still got Case Keenum out
The
here.
player card provides a complete view of
Old
the
ass
persona
Case
DNA that
Keenum.
makes every player.
Hell yeah. But guys, I do want to move on from. DeAndre Swift is definitely first that comes to mind. I mean, he's great. He's still only 27 years old. He's amazing. But they just had a running back that took the world by storm last year out of Rutgers in Kyle Mananjai. Now, in franchise mode, he's not fast at all. Nor, oh, he is a full-on power back. He's a veteran presence at 24 years old. Bro's no longer a rookie, he's now a veteran. Gotta love it. Gotta love this game. Jedrick Wills was once a dog. Now he's kind of just fallen off a little bit. He's only 27. Um, Cole Kmet's another trade piece. That man used to be so decent. He's always really solid. Now he's kind of fallen off with the appearance of Colston Loveland, who I'm pretty sure had a really good year last year. Yeah, 700 yards immediately. He's really, really good. We got to get some moves going. We want to be realistic with this, though. Our defense is still pretty solid. Got Montez Sweat, some decent D tackles, and Grady Jarrett, Javon Dexter. But we got to get Shamar Turner immediately as the other piece. He is a one-year guy, a project player out of Texas A&M. Pretty sure he's fast as hell, if I'm right. No, he's mid speed. Um, you got Devin Bush, you got T.J. Edwards, Ruben Hypolite, Maryland boy right there. We all remember him. We might have to get him involved. He's fast. Make him our Sam immediately. But yeah, our kick returners and stuff like that gonna be Xavion Thomas, a 96 speed rookie. The Bears keep on getting some pieces, man. Immediately make him our 4-3 maybe. Yeah. Adunze Burden and Xavion Thomas. Does he does not have route running. Maybe Xavion Thomas is not best suited for the slot. Maybe Luther Burden would be, or maybe even Rome Adunze. Adunze has pretty solid route running with everything being really good around the board. Could be a very good slot option. Luther Burden. Yeah, we'll have to see. I think best slot option year one will be Roma Dunze, but I don't think we'll make any move till the deadline. We got to keep it realistic. Tyson Bagent is a really good third string quarterback. I don't know why they disrespect him at 59 overall. He should be like a 66 backup over Case Keenum, in my opinion. Like, it wasn't a few years ago that man was actually putting up solid games, if I'm not mistaken. We have Kobe Bryant, Xavier Woods fighting. I think Kobe Bryant's pretty young, right? 27 now. 27 now. Xavier Woods has to be in his 30s. Has to be in his 30s. Yeah. I think Kobe Bryant's going to take that spot because at least he could get to about 80, even though I don't think either of them will be our future. We like Kyler Gordon. We like Jawan Johnson. That's not his name. Jalen
This
Johnson.
is the ability
Please don't
center.
disrespect
Here you can see
Please don't disrespect me, chat. Tyreek Stevenson has fallen off. We're going to add him to trade block. We're going to add Swift to trade block. And we're going to add Xavier Woods to the trade block and receive offers over time. We'll figure out some of the other players as we get to cut day. Not too worried about the preseason year one. I kind of just want to get going. Denzel Ward. Get ready for week one. We could review some free agents, but I want to keep it realistic. Tyreek Hill would not be a good option for the Bears. Yeah, we could do Harrison Smith, but that's a one-year thing. Line, I don't really feel like going after Zeitler or Decker or anyone like that. Mixon, no, we already have Swift that we're trying to get rid of. Make Kyle Manjai. I just completely stuttered. Kyle Mananjai, the guy. Jermaine Pratt would be kind of interesting, just adding another really, really good linebacker, but I think there would be no point. We kind of already have some pretty solid linebackers. Marshawn Lattimore. It's all just a bunch of age here, and some running backs that are almost 30 that are basically... I mean, running back, once you hit 27, you're either best in the league or you are falling off already. It's one of the two. Pick your poison. James Daniels might be the one guy, and he was originally drafted by the Bears, so maybe bring home James Daniels. Other than that, I really don't see any options I really want to take. Marcus Williams fell off. Mike Hilton, kind of old now. I don't really know. Jordan Poyer has a hot wife. That's about it for him. I don't think there's anything else I'd really be interested in. So, yeah. We can talk to James Daniels. Let's do it. Let's get another lineman up in here. I'm gonna do a 1 year. We have no money to actually do that. $5.5 million.
Negotiations are completely driven.
He's actually kind of happy with that. We'll give him some signing bonus. And he's happy. He's happy. A 1 year deal. That will be the amount of money we have for the season. Just adds another lineman to the team. I don't even know if we really needed it too bad. Let's generate lineup. And Daniels will be right there. He might just be the first one off the bench. Jonah Jackson. He's 29, though. That kind of allows us to maybe trade him away. We'll have to see. Do we sell early on and make it kind of a fun team down the road? Because this team has a lot of good pieces. Like, I wouldn't be getting rid of any of the core, but I'd be getting rid of the little extra pieces. Like, Joe Thuney's not going anywhere. He is 33, 96. He'll be good for at least 3 seasons minimum as one of the best pass blocking guards in the league, if not the best. Yeah, and we have one injury because I left pre-existing injuries on. Some Jonathan Garvin guy. Not a big deal. So let's go back to the weekly hub. We're going to delegate. We're going to delegate. And just have some fun. Sim in some weeks. We're going to go to... We'll just go week by week. See what it has offered for us, because we did put some people on the block immediately. I'm going to go and add... Jackson to that trade block list. And we also got to make sure... We got to go to salaries and make sure we can even get rid of these guys. Like, maybe someone has a crazy contract we can't do anything about. Team salary. And then we said first was running back Swift. Swift is definitely a tradable piece. Not really going to hit us too badly. We'll save $4 million bucks. And go with Kyle Mananjai, Roshan Johnson, and Salvin Ahmed. Okay. For the short term. We always find a really good running back in the draft. I'd say also Khalif Raymond's not really too interesting. Kind of let the depth fillers fill in. I don't really think we need Raymond. We're just going to trade him away to a wide receiver team that has money. Who needs wide receiver? Giants? Where would he play? Not just no. Giants do not. The team needs this year is broken. I will say. Some of it's truthful, and then some of it's like, what are you talking about? Uh, the Packers could actually use some depth. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave it realistic. We are going to ask them to give us a fifth, and then we're going to give up a 6th-round draft pick, and we're just going to move up around. And they got a depth wide receiver because we don't need them. Who are you hooing about, Spice? Who are you hooing about? I don't need him. Just clearing some roster spots immediately that we know we won't need. I'd say maybe we throw a QB on the practice squad, but I kind of want to leave it. Old mentor Case Keenum and depth beast Tyson Bagent. He's only 26 too. I don't know why Madden keeps giving him like 59. It's crazy. I'm thinking we do NXT tonight. I'm thinking I agree with you, Spice. I'm thinking I am down. Um, why is he paid? Probably like one of their special team favorites in Cam Lewis. Anthony Johnson, I have no need for him. Elijah Hicks. Another guy that I just really don't need. I can be doing this later, to be honest. What am I doing, chat? What am I doing? Offers coming in for Swift. First, we have to do our due diligence and look at everything that goes on. I swear the Bengals take Harrison Smith every single time. The Colts are signing Tyreek Hill. That's actually a really good fit. Having Hill and Alec Pierce now, after they just lost Pittman. Very, very good signing by the Colts there. Very, very good signing. We got ourselves James Daniels. That was our big free agent signing. Kenny Moore goes to the Bucks. What do you think, chat? What are we thinking here, chat? Just talk about Myles Garrett. The same old Myles Garrett, Sam Darnold stuff. I wish they kind of, like, I get it. It's gonna be repetitive no matter what. But come on, this is the same thing over and over again. Smith is a bear and our friend. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and wait, what? Okay. Then maybe it's my Cardinals one that I just posted today. Because I swear I seen, maybe it's even in the one franchise I'm working on the slider, or the one franchise I'm working with the Chiefs that I've seen Harrison Smith be a Bengal. Thank you for correcting me, Spice. But we do have some moves here. Taylor Decker goes to the Jaguars. Swift wants a new role. The Bears at front office agreed and is looking for a better fit. Kenny Moore to the Bucks. Got a cool few moves. Didn't even pop up Tyreek Hill. But let's look at the other few transactions from week 1. Sign. We have a good amount here. We start off with Bobby Wagner going to the back to the Seahawks. What a story there to start it off. Wouldn't this be his 3rd stint? Am I wrong? Would this be his 3rd stint with the Seahawks? Because didn't he go Seahawks, Rams, Seahawks, Commanders? Okereke goes to the Cowboys. Graham Glasgow. Wagner is a Steeler in our franchise. Of course you did, Spice. Of course you did. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about real life. If Bobby goes back to the Seahawks, would this be a third time he did? Am I wrong? Marshawn Lattimore to the Browns. Najee Harris to the Colts. The Colts making some underrated moves. Now you add Tyreek Hill to the receiving core, and then a 1-2 punch of Jonathan Taylor, and then when he's tired, Najee Harris, who's like a baby Jonathan Taylor, who likes to lose his legs. Joe Mixon, 49ers. Antonio Gibson, Raiders. Matt Prater, Bills. Garty. They were done with Jake Moody already. Makes sense. Your Turk, Gross Matos. To the Giants. The Giants don't need any more pass rush, man. Muti to the 49ers. Baker to the Broncos. Troy Anderson to the Ravens. Bentley to the Bengals. Bentley's always been solid. Bosa to the Bengals. They needed someone after Hendricks' departure to the Ravens. Becton, Dolphins. Conklin, just a little spoiler. Just a little spoiler. Jack Conklin did get signed by the Cardinals in our Cardinals franchise. They do need a right tackle bad. It made a lot of sense. They also got Jermaine Pratt. Taylor Rapp to the Dolphins. The Dolphins are trying to make their team not look like a high school football team. Darren Waller to the 49ers. Tyreek Hill, there's that move. Jabril Cox to the Panthers. Just some small moves. Ricky Stromberg, former Commanders legend, now with the Patriots. We're looking pretty good on everything else. Who's been released? Just some of our moves. Philip Dorsett, Laquan Treadwell. Thank God those two are gone. 2 first-round busts. Oh, Spice's favorite player right there, Mr. Storm Duck. Now, I will allow you guys to make moves, and I already know what Spice is going to tell me to do. So let's go find them. Where's Storm Duck at? Is he all the way down? Where's Storm Duck at? Storm Duck is also a Steeler in the franchise. Do you remember his overall, Spice? Is he in the 70s? Did I pass him? He was released. Storm Duck. Hey, it's Stephon Gilmore. Kidding. He says he thinks mid-60s, but I don't see him right now. Hopefully we'll find him later. Maybe if I sort by practice squad eligible, maybe more pops up. There he is. There he is. You get 1.1 nothing. You can get 2 million in salary. You can take the rest of our money. Ask for a hometown discount. Is he even from Chicago? We failed. We failed. We failed. What a blunder already. Alright, back to the weekly hub. Let's look at the offers of DeAndre Swift. Come on, chat. Bengals! You just signed him! In what world? I could have literally went in and signed him. No, I can't because we have no cap space. Besides the point. Xavier Hutchinson, a third round pick though this year. That is valuable. That is valuable. Jawan Jennings. Cordell Flott. And a fourth. Chat, do we think that would even be realistic? Not getting Nick Herbig. As much as I would love it, but that's just not realistic. I get why, because they have Highsmith. But if anything, I'd rather do a Highsmith trade. Because Herbig is 24 superstar dev. Deron Payne, fresh scenery. A 6th-round pick for way down the road that we'll forget about. A next year 3rd, a next year 4th, and a next year 7th in Tyler Scott. I like that offer. Stack the picks for later in this rebuild. Jalen Coker. We don't need wide receiver. Devontae Wyatt in a 5th. That would be kind of solid, but we kind of already have players in that overall, and until he hits 80, it's not really going to matter about his depth chart. Alim McNeil's nice. Joe Mixon. Kyle Pitts. I don't think the Falcons would give up Kyle Pitts for a running back. Definitely not. A tight end, Jake Ferguson. There's a lot of offers for Swift here. Quentin Johnson makes no sense. That's like their wide receiver 2 right now, and he balls out. Tyson Campbell. I think the Browns could do something like that. I do think we need some better additions than Tyreek Stevenson to the corner room. That would be our 3 cornerback. That wouldn't be bad. But I do like this Tyler Scott move. Start building for the long term here. What do we think, chat? What do we think? The Browns have Judkins and Sampson. Thank you, Spice. That's a very good point there. So that takes out the Browns for sure. Cam Taylor-Britt. The Colts just got Najee and have Jonathan Taylor. That makes no sense. The Cowboys, I mean, I don't really know the Cowboys running backs right now. Javonte Williams, what am I saying? That'd be basically DeAndre Swift. Barkley, Bijan, McCaffrey, Scat. Loveland, Komet. Yeah, we have Komet on the trade block right now. Yep, you're right. Yep. I say right here with the Rams, I think is just the best bet. Add a guy that can be lower down the depth chart, but maybe build himself up a little bit, and we get a bunch of draft picks for DeAndre Swift. I don't think this would be a head-scratching move at all right there. Trey Tucker makes no sense. He's one of the Raiders' favorite players. Like, you ask any Raiders fan about Trey Tucker, they're going to only say good things about him, in my opinion. Yeah, he's not like a Terry McLaurin, a Nico Collins, but he's a very valuable piece to that Raiders offense. With a brand new quarterback and a brand new veteran in that room. I think Tyler Scott makes sense here. The Rams have Kyron, but the Rams could they always like to use a 2 running back set, and I feel like Kyron Williams would love the addition of DeAndre Swift. Not so much for his stats, but knowing that when he's not in, Swift can go hit a big run and then he comes right back in. I don't know. I feel like the Rams do like to do 2 running back sets a lot. Maybe I'm just talking myself into this. I mean, the Texans also make sense. I feel like it's down to the Texans and the Rams. What are we thinking, chat? Tony Pollard's not getting any younger, but I feel like Flott's just too valuable to that Titans team. Alrighty. Yeah, I do agree. They do like using Quorum, but Swift would just be more of a short-term upgrade. And the Rams love sending their picks away. They do. When's the last time that team has had a first-round pick? We're gonna go with the Rams here. Tyler Scott is coming over. We're rolling with Kyle Menanjai. Let's look at the wide receiver room now. Outside of Adunze Burden and Xavier Thomas, we really don't care too much about Ray McLeod. He's going to be kick returner. The realistic kick returner for us, even though I feel like Xavier Thomas even takes that gig. So we're honestly just going to release this man and get nothing back. But at least we are rolling with these four now. And Adunze Burden, Xavier Thomas. This man keeps correcting me. Okay, I get it, Spice. I get it. I did make a fair point, though. I did make a fair point. Before Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson's not even a draft pick. We don't even know who that guy is. Can I get a who in the chat? Can I get a who in the chat? Scotty Miller, 5. Jade Walker. I feel like this guy's got to be like a little bit of a freak. Yep. So that will probably be our 6 wide right here. Keep Scotty Miller. Get rid of these two. And that is a receiver room right there for season 1. Alright. It's a few more cuts. We still have a bunch.
Across the wires, 2 teams hoping to strengthen their individual situations.
Yep, so we're just a 6th-round pick short because we turned a 6 into a 5th for that Raymond trade. And then look at this 2028 class right here. So if we're a really good team next year, a lot of these picks can be moved for other big talent that are on expiring deals. We can make splashes next year. We don't even need to use all those picks. That was a W trade right there. Do you think Bears fans would be pissed, chat?
This player has his own ability. This is a
I want to upgrade him, thank you. He's a 90 improviser. Makes sense. On what his highest talent tree is, but I would not say he's a 90 by any means. Especially when Jaden Daniels is an 80. The fuck? We're going to go into his strong arm probably. If it's only 86, he's got to only have like 90 throw power. 97 throw power for Caleb Williams. Damn. Yeah, we're going in the scrambler tree. Got some good short and mid. Yep, he has a really good arm. 97 throw on the run. 95 break sack. It's all because of what he did late last year. Madden, how much do you want to suck your cover boy off, man? Okay. Back to the weekly hub. Hold off on... Oh. Adunze can get upgraded. We want to put him in the slot, so let's upgrade his slot. Got some catching and some medium route. Booker. Salvin Ahmed. Case Keenum gets an upgrade point. Here we go. He's a field general at this point in his career. Up to a 65. He went up 2. And then Tony Fields. Cool. Hopefully Caleb doesn't get hurt. I'm going to delegate the work. This is a sim franchise. Alrighty, Chicago Bears 1-0. The Bengals are 0-1. Doesn't really matter though, it's preseason. We're gonna go try and re-grab Storm Duck. Keep working on them negotiations. Now we got offers for Jackson. It can't be anything too crazy. He's 29.78. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Steelers are not getting rid of Freiermuth. I don't really want Uchenna Nwosu in a 7th. Kool-Aid McKinstry makes no sense. The Bengals need offensive line. A 6th-round pick, too, this year. We don't have one of those. It's another receiver. I'm not really too thrilled about them trying to give us receiver. But, I mean, we would probably already be cutting Isavas, so why would we be doing that? It makes so much sense, just Jonah Jackson for a 6, but after the James Daniel move, I mean, yeah, I don't know. What do we think, chat? We just got a wide receiver in Tyler Scott and 3 draft picks for DeAndre Swift. There's no point of having Isavas. The Jaguars, they're not giving up Brendan Strange in real life. Elijah Moore. The Eagles always love to refill their offensive line, but we don't need wide receiver. Mekhi Blackman. Don't really need corner like that. I think we just go with this Bengals move, or let's just wait. I'm not gonna do anything this week. You got more upgrades. I'm honestly just gonna let the sim handle that part. We're gonna delegate that. More upgrades. Tyreek Stevenson gets another upgrade. Yoshi Vosh is how it's pronounced. Thank you. It's probably like Yoshi Vosh. Like, not Yoshi, but you add it I right before Yoshi. Yoshi Vosh. Probably. We're not going to make a Jonah Jackson move yet. Let me know in the chat, guys, what we're thinking there. I think that would be the only like realistic move, but we don't need another receiver. Hopefully they give us something different. Hopefully that preseason work goes well for him and Loveland. We got offers in for Stevenson. The man just went up an overall and they're ready to go. We're not getting Aaron Jones. Ridley, no, we don't need receiver. Dax Hill, kind of high of a cap hit for me. Not realistic for Kool-Aid McKinstry. Nor, I mean, Dax Hill's like just a swap corner situation. He's 1 year younger. They may just not want to pay that contract anymore. I don't really mind that, but I don't know how realistic that would be for them. Jonathan Brooks, fresh change of scenery. Have him, and we could always use RB too. Put him right behind Menanjai. I don't mind the Jonathan Brooks move, but I don't think is the best case scenario here yet. DJ Wanham, no. Cremont, no. Moro Ajamo, 25.76. Some good defensive tackle depth right there from the Cardinals. We're not getting Dotson. We wouldn't need that. I kind of like the Moro Ajamo move. What do we think, chat? Jonathan Brooks or Ajamo? I'm green light on both of these. Because who knows? Maybe Kyle Menanjai and Sim this year doesn't go well, and we might halfway through think Jonathan Brooks could be the answer. Now that we got rid of Swift. Brooks is cheap too. He's been injured in his first 2 years. Hasn't really gotten to play with the Panthers. Panthers think, hey, let's just shore up some more corners. on the team. I really think that could be a great change of scenery trade right here for Tyreek Stevenson and Jonathan Brooks. We'll come back to that. I think that's the move, though. Let's get our roster cuts going. We need to mainly cut 15 players.
Or sign them to your practice.
Definitely don't need you. Britton Brown, definitely don't need 82 speed. Get out of here. 5 mics, and he's not needed. Cole Turner. We do like Cole Turner. He's a former commander. Nefi Suo, 4th Will, can get out of here. Josh Blackwell's fast, but he's the 8th corner on the board. Daniel Hardy has no rush moves as an end. We'll move him to practice squad. I know we're still another tackle over, right? Braxton Jones and Ozzy Trapillo. Trapillo staying. Braxton Jones can move over. And we move Theo Benedette to the practice squad. It's a nice little move we found there. And then you can go to the practice squad. Leaving Austin Booker. He looks like maybe a decent piece. 15 million, clear 11. We do want to get rid of that Deo contract as soon as possible, but that might have to wait. D tackle James Lynch. We're going to leave Jordan Van Denberg for now. I only have 1, 2, 3. We can get rid of Contavious Street. That's probably the next best move. 1, 2, 3, 4. James Lynch is another easy 2 million that we cleared in 2D tackles. And we'll roll these 4. Let's see. Not getting rid of Badgett nor Turner. Or we'll leave our long snapper. Sam Rouge is going nowhere. I've heard good things about him. And 2 there. We can get rid of you. Move you to the practice squad. Keyshawn Elliott will leave. How many more? How many more? We're at 3 left. To clear 3 more people. Maybe 1 more mic. Jade Walker's going nowhere. Noah Sewell, we leave. It's high hit power. Jalen Jones is easy cut. Yeah, Malik Muhammad's someone that we need to get going. 70 overall. Doesn't have coverage immediately, but giving him playtime is also going to matter. Honestly, as much as we want to keep Scotty Miller, what do we think? I think that might be an odd man out here. Tony Fields as well. Maybe Tony Fields and Scotty Miller. We'll clear out that 15. We also have trades that we need to come up with. That also clears 2 spots. It's still Ishavash. Yoshivash, whatever. Yoshivash. Garrett Williams is interesting. 25 years old. Change of scenery guy. We get a 6 for this year as well. I think it's a better move than the an Andre. Gives the Cardinals some line they desperately need. I'm going to go with it. Garrett Williams. Wait, this is the Eagles. The Eagles already traded for Garrett Williams. Garrett Williams was a corner to start the franchise. Why would you guys want to retrade him? When did that happen? Jets bring Kareem Hunt to the roster. Keenan Allen goes to the Browns. Well, I think this is going to be a trade and cut move here. We just want the draft pick for Jonah. What we'll do is I will manually do the trade, and I'm just going to ask for the 6. I don't want Yoshivash. We're going to do 79 overall. Where's he at? Where's our guard? 78 overall, Jonah Jackson. To the Bengals. Heck, let's ask for a 5th. It's a pretty good lineman, and the Bengals need right guard bad. He'd be an upgrade over Dalton Reisner. Okay, center and Ted and Cross. They need Dylan Fairchild to work out. Orlando Brown's alright, but he's kind of mid. Amarius Mims. So this will really shore up their line. We're going to go Jonah Jackson for 5th here from the Bengals. And that's going to clear one spot right there. Out of the 2. Did that not go through? Chat. Am I crazy? Did that not go through? It did. He's gone. He's gone. Yep, there we go. James Daniels. Alrighty, and then we need to clear one more spot, and that should be the offers for Tyreek Stevenson. Do we do a change of scenery double corner trade? Or do we do Jonathan Brooks? I think it was Jonathan Brooks or Moro Jamo. I think we were down to 2 on. I really like the idea of Jonathan Brooks here. It gives us 2 really solid backs for the foreseeable future until we make a different move. He's only 23 years old. He's had 2 years of bad injury-riddled seasons. Who knows? Maybe he comes out and steals a job by the end of the year from Ananjai. Moro Jamo, though. I think we're going to go with Jonathan Brooks here. The Panthers add another corner to their team. Oh, is Brooks in the next in line for an extension? I don't know. We made that move. I think we should be good, right? Right? We're still 1 over. Tony Fields, I'm sorry, man. There we go, 53. No running back, no. Delegated. We're gonna hold off for now. We gotta see what he's got to show us first. And then Kyler Gordon's going to go up an overall with the news of a new cornerback in the room. Oh, wait, no. With our cornerback leaving, we did not go with Dax Hill. We went with Jonathan Brooks that we just stared at 2 seconds ago. What am I doing? $13.5 million cap room. We've cleared some space. We made a 53-man roster. And now it is time to go to week 1. And then we'll look around the league, see what's happened. I know we just skipped probably like 2 weeks of news. Welcome everyone to the stream. Alright. Brian O'Neill locked up for the next 4 years. Yeah, this is when a lot of crazy extensions are about to happen.
We have a deal. One of
Puka
the top
Nacua
receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep him and his quarterback very happy.
Brian O'Neill gets paid. Puka gets paid. Zach Bond gets paid with the Eagles. 5 more years. They don't really say the new deals here. We'll go look at all of that in a second. Kevin Dotson, former Steeler. Colts get Jonathan Taylor locked up. All of the big players are getting big extensions. We didn't do Jonathan Brooks quite yet that we just traded for. Omar Cooper wants expanded role. Interesting. They're debating if Omar Cooper's going to be on the bench. That's like their wide receiver too already. Come on. Let's not be stupid here, Jets. Is it Parker's time? TJ Parker is looking to make the leap to starter. So these are just a lot of persona roster move things. Quentin Lake. He's requested to start. Ooh. We have Dylan Dynaman. We wouldn't even think about looking at that. Ooh. Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor in a running back matchup. Nice. League preview. Oh no, George Pickens. Broken collarbone, 8 weeks. The Lions acquire their new halfback with a 1-year deal. The Cardinals cut James Conner? Or did they trade? We'll have to look at that. Chat, how much money do we think Puka Nacua just got paid? We'll build the board here in a few. There we go. Xavier Woods trade is ready to go. Jack Jones. Chop Robinson's a crazy one. Arnold Ebiketie. Isn't he in like some big trouble right now? Is that the right pass rusher? He's on the Eagle. Bro, he was already moved. What is this game on? We definitely got to lock up Jalen Johnson. We can't hold off on that. 3 years. Do we want to put this all in the bonus? I mean, he is 26, 90 overall. He's going to be our best player on the secondary for this whole rebuild. 4 years, guarantee 2, void a year. Make it 32. What is it? Yeah, 32 million. Is this green light, chat? Would you pay 32 million for a corner? His critical is bonus. He really wants a high bonus. He wants a really high total contract value. This is like 4 years, under 20 million. We are a playoff contender. And he doesn't really care about the contract length. What if we do 2 years? Guarantee both years. No void. 32 million. We get to see how he's done for us. Because it doesn't count his contract for this year. So this would really be, he'd be locked up the next 3 seasons. He doesn't really care about length. What if we even just did 1 year? And absolutely loaded his next contract? This is following his deal breakers, by the way. I gave him a lot of bonus. He has a pretty solid salary for that next year. Or do we just lower it down to like 20 and lock him up now? Try and do 4 years, 120 million. We get a void year in there, and then 2 years guaranteed. We can always add years through the conversation. Let's do 1 year. $32 million, all guaranteed, and see what he comes with. He immediately wants it. Perfect. This is kind of the opening offer that makes me feel valued as a player. Look at me go. That's exactly what I wanted. I do feel like the 4 years would be the best, but we can always re-sign him later. Got some big trophies. Big spender already. Nice. We're gonna plat Madden in no time. Delegate. Which rookies will we see in the draft? We'll get to that in a second. I get that. Upgrades available. Thieneman's important. Hybrid. And then I'll immediately work on his deep threat. Jamar Turner, we need to get better immediately. He is our starting right edge. And the rest we can just let go. Let the auto upgrade do its thing. We are in week 1 against the Panthers here. Let's go around the league and see what's happened. We did just sign Jalen Johnson to 2 years, 60 million. I think it's counting whatever he's on right now because it was an extension. I'm almost positive. I did 1 year. Maybe he already had two. Yeah, because 24 and 25 makes sense. All we did was raise him an extra year. Gave him a $7 million raise in 2028. And the thing is, those 2028 picks, now I think, wait. No, I'm right for the draft. Yep. 2027 draft, 2026 season. Yep. We have 3 injuries right now. Jonathan Brooks already has an ACL sprain. Jesus! Already a failed trade there. Beanie Bishop has a quad strain week to week. Yeah, and this guy's just done for the season, basically. He's already on the IR. Cool. Alrighty, that's all set. Let's get this board going. Manage the scouts. Wide receiver corner, I don't think is needed. Maybe a corner for 3 stars, fine. I do like the 2-star O-line. We can definitely utilize that. That's a good one. Don't need running back right now. Safety tight ends, no. Mike and D tackle, I think, is fine. So let's get our 3-star scout. Cornerback Mike is actually a pretty good one. Just because who knows if we can keep Kyler Gordon, and outside of that, we already got rid of Stevenson. We don't have a third corner. I think drafting a corner could be nice. I do think edge linebacker could also be amazing. Montez Sweat's getting older. Honestly, edge and linebacker is where we're going to go here. So we have that, and then we can just get some small things. We're not going anything like quarterback or anything like that. Linebacker, safety. Maybe just to keep receiver in our, like, if a really good receiver comes around, we might just go best player available. In case if Adunze or Luther Burden's not developing to the way we want him to. Xavier Thomas might just become a bona fide returner for us. You never know. Cornerback, wide receiver. We need to go down to 1. What am I doing? More edge linebacker. O-tackle edge. We're going to double up on O-tackle and edge. So that should be... We can do one more 1-star. Shore up the line with our scouting this year. Edge linebacker, tight end quarterback, safety wide receiver. Wide receiver corner? Okay. Did we already... That's only if we didn't grab a wide receiver one. Yeah, not a bad idea to get at least one thing in wide receiver. And then we have edge, O-tackle. Yeah, we have to pick regions, right? Yeah. Our nationals, of course, going to be at Southeast, Central. Does it tell us already? We know strongest positions O-line. Maybe that's just the scouts, though. Oh, no, our O-line is the strongest position, apparently. Our weak... Okay, yeah. No, we do not need Sam. Sam's not important to us. Our wide receivers is an A+. Our quarterback's an A+. Our running backs did get weaker, but I'm not also worried either. We believe in Kyle Mananjai and Jonathan Brooks. If Brooks can stay healthy, and as we can all see, it's already failed us miserably. Region breakdown. So for our national edge, we did edge linebacker, and it's going to work out for edge rush. So we actually have to set it first, which sucks. We just got the open pray. At least we're really gonna know edge rush. The best player in the class is a running back, Robert Craig. Cool. Cool. Let's just get this done. Northeast and west. We're just gonna pick randomly. Which rookies will we see in the draft? Auto-generated. Alright, now we'll go look at the transactions real quick before we start simming through the season. First, let's start with re-sign. Jalen Johnson. Kalijah Cansey got a brand new $10 million deal per year. Mickey Blackman, 3 years for 5 years. That's a really good contract from the Chargers. Chris Jenkins, 3 for 5. Jonathan Taylor got 6 years, $70 million. That's actually, that has to be a steal, chat. That is a steal. Even if he's 27, that's only like 10 and a half. Maybe 11, like 11.2 million. Laporta got basically 12. Bond got 10. Chin got 9. Dotson got, what, 18? Puka got 6 over 140. It's not 30, so that's already a win for the Rams. That's under 30 million. 25. It's a little bit more than 25, I think. Yeah, because 5 by 25 would be 125. It's right in between 25 and 30 million for Nacua, which is like a absolute steal. O'Neal got a good deal from the Vikings. Hawkinson under 10 is a really good deal. Moro Ajamo got 1 year for 9. And the Panthers, off their trade, lock up Tyreek Stevenson for 3 years, $6 million a season. That's actually really good. And then nothing with that. What was the other one? Traded. Any more trades? Blackman got traded from the Colts to the Chargers. Dante Jackson is going to the Colts. Cansey did get traded and then signed. So a lot of the little moves we've seen were players getting traded and those teams just banking on those players. We haven't done that yet with Jonathan Brooks, and nor do I plan on it yet, especially with Artie going down with an injury from our trade. We've made a good few moves that I feel like will shore us up in the future. Let's move to week 2 and see if we get a win over the Panthers. Javon Dexter, senior. I have no like long-term interest in him. I want us to look at it some more. Pat Spitzer from WVU, the top quarterback. The top wide receiver is 5'8". Enrique Charles, though, what a name. Do we think of like a Sean Van Pelt from LSU? 6'2", 258. Sergio Gonzalez. Manny Martinez, 6'4", 265. A lot of really good pass rushes in this class. Conrad Callahan, Good run defender. Welcome everyone to join the stream. Mitch Ziegler, Jamal Rhodes. I do think a corner would be nice to get in this class, like a Mitch Ziegler out of Texas A&M. Well, I'll just have to see. Is there like a Isaiah Simmons strong safety that we have to keep an eye on? 6 foot, 5'9". Jonathan Rivera, but that's day 3. There's some 6'3" free safeties right here, but that's also UDFA. The safety class is weak this year. The safety class is really, really weak. But getting some linebackers, I mean, that can't be bad. D-tackle, I know we need down the road. Everything we need is kind of in the mid-round, so maybe we more shore up, trade back with our first-round pick. My dogs are barking outside. I had to close my window.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one
McCaffrey got a new
contract,
deal.
but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
They're going crazy out there. Banks for 6th and 7th. Uche. What is going on here? Giants trade Deontay Banks to the Dolphins, and the Dolphins trade Uche, 6th and 7th round pick. I feel like the Giants won that. Not too many other moves. We have multiple extensions. DeForest Buckner with the Colts. So, no retirements. What am I looking for here, chat? Why am I going crazy? Resigned. Chase McLaughlin stays. $7 million for a kicker. Is that the biggest overpay so far? Buda Baker, 5 years. He's already 29. So that's a little much. That's also at least 13. Mac Wilson's pretty cheap. Buckner, 3 years, $64 million. Welcome, everyone. I am listening to chat on decisions here, guys, so let me know what you guys think, what we should do with this Bears team. DeForest Buckner got paid 21 in season. Xavier McKinney, 5 years, $90 million. I don't know why my dog's going crazy right now. Byron Young gets 20 a season. Some positions just absolutely get paid and some don't. Lamar is 7 years. Ooh, that's actually a really good deal. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me try and get math going. It's just over 40. Just over 40. Trenton Simpson, 4 year. Olave gets paid. That is an insane deal. 20. That's actually very. What is it? 20 is over 100, so it's under 20. He just got a really good length. It's actually very affordable by the Saints there. McCaffrey got 2 years, $47 million. That is 24. While Jonathan Taylor went with a 6-year, barely 12 route. Very interesting there. McCaffrey got a double paid contract just in less years. Okay. We still have Woods. We haven't really got anything good. Osa's not worth it. Yeah, nothing really barring my interest. Arnold Abichetti, even though he just got traded, might be interesting. If they keep throwing that at me, I might take it. We beat the Panthers by 1. See what we do against the Vikings. Let's see. We lost 20-3. So let's make some depth chart changes here. First, I want to make sure who is our slot wide. Romadunze, good. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Burden in the 1, Thomas in the 2, and Odunze in the 3. Let's see if that helps anything. Yeah, we could go negotiate with Brooks, but I haven't really seen him stay healthy. Is he back yet? Is Jonathan Brooks even back yet? Yes, he is. Alright. Let's look at the stats so far. Caleb Williams has only 294 passing yards to start the year. Mananjai is only averaging 60 yards per game. Brooks has 1 carry for 4 yards. Roshan has a few more carries. That must have just been a very bad week for us. Let's make sure Brooks is 2. Yep. That's a really bad week for us. Right now, I say we will not re-sign Jervon Dexter. We will not re-sign him. Derrick Henry just got a new deal, too. What's left? Contracts. Expiring contracts. No, that's for our team. Free agency. Upcoming free agents. Vita Vea still needs a deal. Quentin Nelson still needs a deal. I definitely could see us going after a few of these guys. Pickens just went out 8 weeks, so, and we know the Cowboys are not paying Pickens. More than likely, they don't have the cap space for it. They're just prolonging it as much as possible. Christian Gonzalez with a massive 8-year deal. Damn. Diggs got 1 year, $3 million in free agency. So did Mechie, 1 year, $3 million. Some veterans somehow going unsigned finally get signed. But re-sign Antoine Winfield, 6 years, about 15. If I had to guess, I'm not going to do any math there. Froholt got 11. Tupalato got 12 a year. Rashi Rice got, honestly, that's a really cheap. That has to be like 13. Bijan got 7 over 65. That's not even 10. The Falcons just fleeced Bijan. Jahmyr Gibbs got fleeced too with just under 10. Tucker Kraft got 10. Gonzalez got under 20. And we just paid Jalen Johnson 30. Nico Collins got 30. Some guys in this game just do not want to get paid, and then some want to get overpaid. It's hilarious to watch. Diaby got 14. Dax Hill, only 6. We could have traded for him. He would have wanted a crazy amount. See, yeah, some of these deals are crazy. And some are super, super cheap. Woods, I'm good on. Regional focus. Nope. Oh, it's setting these ones. Alright, wide receiver for West. I'd say D tackle is more important for the Central. Offensive tackle. Honestly, actually, edge rush. This is a really good edge class. And then interior offensive line for the Southeast. That's going to be good there. Upgrade players. TJ Edwards, run stopper. Kobe Bryant, we're going to do a hybrid. Got +2 man end zone. And then the rest I don't really care too much about. How's our injury report doing? We still healthy? We still healthy? We are. We are. There's just no way we beat the Eagles. There's just no way we beat the Eagles. Welcome everyone joining. Say hello in the chat. I'm allowing chat to make decisions with me as we go along. We're talking about a lot of the different league transactions that are going on right now. Do we make a massive Quentin Nelson trade? He's still not gotten new deals yet. New deals are coming in though. We got Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Once we hit 600, guys, I'm doing a $10 PSN giveaway. Make sure to message in the chat. For the new Madden game. This is our first rebuild of the year for Madden. Henry Toto. 3 a year. Toto got him. The Texans got a cheap bargain there. Marlon Humphrey got 1 year 15. Patrick Queen got 1 year 9. I just want to see the massive ones, man. This was week 2 stuff. This is just a week 3 one. Why start with the Bears? Bears is in order. Alphabetical order. I'm pretty sure it goes by the team name, not the city. By the game. Baker Mayfield got a pretty good bag, right under 40. Stick with the Buccaneers. I am not seeing Quentin Nelson, though. He still seems to be available. What do we think, chat? Sorry about that, guys. My mic died. Welcome everyone joining in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. At 600 subscribers, we are doing a $10 PSN giveaway. And if we do hit it, it will be in the stream. But yeah, still Vita Vea, Quentin Nelson, Jesse Bates, Brian Branch. There's a lot of really good options here, especially Brian Branch and Quentin Nelson. Really open up the eye. Even Vita Vea, I think, would be a very realistic move. For the Bears. We lost 41. We've had 2 really bad losses. 2 really bad losses. Okay. Grady Jarrett's injured. Menanjai gets an upgrade point. Jonathan Brooks also gets 1. We'll see if Jordan Vandenberg becomes anything. Come on, we gotta beat the Jets. If not, we gotta start making some moves. What am I witnessing? 54-15 loss to the Jets? Guys, we're cooked. We're cooked year 1. We're going into a rebuild phase. Hell, let's just start trading away everyone. How did we just lose 54-15 to the Jets? Madden Sim is insane. Do we trade away Joe Thuney? 21 for 2 years. That's got to be positive salary savings. Chat, do we trade away Joe Thuney right now? We just locked up Jalen Johnson. We're not doing anything with Darnell Wright. He's going to stay here for a long time. Devin Bush could go out the door. Kyler Gordon. Oh, we do get to see cap penalty. Thuney's only 5. We save a lot of money with Joe Thuney. As much as he's great, if this team was looking better, we would keep him, but he is 33. He's in his highest value right now. What do we say? We get like 2 seconds out of him? The Cardinals want a left guard. Left guard swap and 2 seconds. The Cardinals are not a good team, so they are going to be banking on giving us seconds for Thuney. And next year, they could be a really good team with a new quarterback and adding a big lineman in. 2 seconds. What else do we think we should get? If the Bears fall off like this, Thuney's definitely the first one out the door. He would want to go to a contender, though. I don't think the Dolphins nice. The Cardinals is the right move. The Commanders, they need guard. Two second-round picks, Chris Paul, and maybe a 2029. No, that's stretching it. I think him being 33, 2 seconds is kind of stretching it, but we need good value out of a 96 overall. They brought in Kayvon Thibodeau. Mikey Sainristil. Quan Martin. They can always reset with Quan Martin. He's an expiring guy. I think that would be a good option. So we're trying to get rid of Xavier Woods. We might have already done so. And then the next option's okay, but Quan Martin's young. Let's see. Chris Paul, Quan Martin. I'm not going for Anthony Williams. That would make no sense. I think they would be down with that, right? Quan Martin. They'd have Will Harris starting. I don't think it would make total sense, but take an extra depth piece in Tyler Owens. Tyler Owens is super fast, but he would be nothing more than a third strong safety for us anyways. Andrew Wiley. Give us some more O-lineman depth behind James Daniels. They're only rocking 2 tight ends. They got rid of Bates, or he's injured. 4 wide receivers. Could give him a wide receiver back. Do we re-pour into Tyler Scott out of here? How's Tyler Scott done so far in his career with us? 5 receptions for 94 yards in 4 weeks. He's averaging 23 yards per game. About what we would expect out of a wide receiver for. I accidentally just backed out of the trade. Gotta love it. So we'd be clearing a lot of cap space with the Commanders here. I think that's the most important part. Start to get younger. Thuney's nice, but it's just not gonna work out. Chris Paul, Quan Martin. Add a wide receiver into their board to give them 5 wide receivers and Tyler Scott. who we just acquired too, and then we will ask for a 7th round pick out of Scott. Do we think this goes through? We're building for the future, chat. If we're going to take 3 bad losses in a row after a 1-point win against the Panthers, it doesn't look like this team's ready to compete. It doesn't look like Caleb Williams is living up to the hype after his great year. Let's see. It does go through. 2 second-round picks, a 7th round pick, and 2 players that we can use for the future of this rebuild. Chris Paul is just younger. We'll always try to upgrade over him, but Quan Martin could be a very, very solid addition to this defense. Because Xavier Woods, we're just going to trade out the door now. We're going to see what free safety, what team needs a free safety. And it's going to be the Cardinals. And we will ask them for a 6th round pick for Xavier Woods. Give him some veteran safety depth. And we are just stealing draft picks right now. We are just stealing draft picks. Players are getting pissed off. Cole Kmet's another one that we've been waiting, but I think we just hold on to him right now.
We see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
Do we make the bombshell Quentin Nelson move now? He's not getting signed. Right after getting rid of the guy that made no sense. If him and the Colts are in a standoff, you never know. You never know. James Williams Sr. Resigned. The Commanders now locked up Joe Thuney immediately afterwards. And the Cardinals locking up Xavier Woods immediately. Trey Tucker's re-signed. Vita Vea did sign his new deal. Josh Jacobs got 12 for 4 years. Not looking too shabby. Not looking bad at all. Could Quan Martin be the next big deal? I definitely want to lock up Quan Martin. 2 years for cheap money. Yeah. No guarantees, but other than his bonus. We're clearing up cap space pretty nicely. He's not quite interested in that. The fit first offer, add some more bonus. He wants bonus, he wants higher contract value, he wants a playoff contender, and we're not that right now. Structure works. Length, first year approach. Let's see what he thinks about another year. Not too much. We're not reducing anything. Let's go with this one. Potential questions surrounding the deal. It's not looking too hot right now. We've upped it to 4 years. We're going to increase the salary. It's not going great. We'll give him his bonus. It's starting to look better. We can't sell December football. That makes no sense. Let the record speak. No contract pointing. Ew, that's even worse. Playoff discount. We're not a playoff team right now. Increase salary and bonus by 1.5 million. What's his bonus at? Already 7. That's crazy. It's getting down to the wire. We'll give you a little bit more salary. You're the missing piece in defense. Come on. Right at the wire, we do get a deal done. I feel like we overpaid a little bit on Juan Martin. Let's see what that came out to. Total 4 years, 22 million. That's like what? 7? A little under. No, that's a little under 6. I'm actually okay with that. Yep, there's their trade. Josh Jacobs got his deal. We're pretty caught up around the league right now. Let's see how this new look Bears team. Let's just check the just lineup now. Generate the best lineup. We're putting a Dunze. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Caleb, what is going on, my guy? What is going on, Caleb? Jonathan Brooks this season has not been good as a backup. We've only given him 4 carries, though. How's Kyle Mananjai doing? He's doing pretty solid. Not as good, but he's doing alright. I don't know. I think the Mananjai experiment is not going as to plan, though. Like, he's solid enough, but we need a legit running back. And right now, with how bad this team is, the number 1 guy in the draft is a running back. Next week, we will look at the scouting. It's either the next week that will pop up or the week after for the next set of. This one will be the National Scout. Mock Draft 1. Where are we at right now? We're in the top 4. We're looking at a pass rusher, which makes a lot of sense. Power back Robert Craig is cool, though. I do think that would be really nice to add. Pat Spitzer to the Steelers. The Steelers are having a really bad year. At least it's not just us. There's where you see the Jets. The Raiders are looking pretty solid right now, unless they don't have their... No, they do. They're actually playing pretty solid football. The Giants are playing really good football, it looks like. Hunter Henry stays with the Patriots on a 2-year deal. Right ahead of their divisional matchup. The 49ers and Kyle Juszczyk. Lock-up deals. There we go. I think we're looking alright. The thing is, what about Brandon Cruz, another power back? Do we take a running back like the Cardinals did? Right now, Robert Craig. He's not fast. He has great acceleration. He's kind of like a Le'Veon Bell type guy. You got Brandon Cruz, who's good to solid, great to good. Good to solid, elite jumping. They're interesting, but I don't think that's the running backs we would think about here. Donald Odom. He's an athlete. Great to good speed. Elite change direction. Could be a nice little addition. He's the youngest out of the 3. 6'1", 230 power back, Roman Burton. Great to good and elite to great excel. If I was taking a power back, it'd be Roman Burton. 6'1", 230. Quincy Fitzsimmons. Let's look at Darryl Freeman. Not that good. Antonio Burrow. He's not that good. Elijah Knowles. Great ball carrier vision. Great to good excel and speed. We'll have to wait and see. Caleb Williams with another upgrade. We need him to get smarter and more accurate. Burden. Right now we're playing him as a deep threat kind of build, but I think Playmaker might be his best bet. That's like the crazy amount of upgrades. Playmaker's like one of the best in the game in upgrading players. Ruben Hypolite is now a 70 with +3 zone. I'm gonna hold off again. I've not been too happy with Jonathan Brooks. A 17-10 loss to the Packers. Honestly, those moves better than 54-15 with Joe Thuney and Xavier Woods. We beat the Falcons bad. There we go. We're starting to win some games now and at least have fights after the moves. Winning while rebuilding. The next is the Patriots. We just have some upgrades. Nothing's really going on right now. Thieneman, more hybrid. There we go. +3 zone. Colston Loveland hits 85. Xavier Thomas, we want to keep working. Honestly, Playmaker. That's going to help everything else, too. Sam Rouge. Could be a tight end, too, but hasn't really been getting upgrade points. Delegate the prep. Just some of our depth linebackers, and we move forward to the next week. We'll get ready to go in the deadline and trade any more players that we don't feel like is necessary. Jarrett can be activated. Yep. Welcome back. Here we go. National Focus Scouting. We are going to set that on Edge. That's going to help efficiency by 15%. We are looking at that Manny Martinez guy. Great tackling speed rusher. He looks very solid. Great tackle, great awareness. But we also did win some games, so we might be looking down here too. Do we start looking at quarterback? No, I'm kidding. We could get a haul in for Caleb Williams, though. Sergio Gonzalez. Probably the fastest edge in the class. And then these two guys are 23, so honestly, we're putting a favorite on Sergio. I think Sergio might be the guy. Enrique Charles was interesting. 6'4", not athletic. And I seen a C stat from him, so I'm not really too interested there. Quincy Mincy. Great pass block finesse and power. No stamina, though. Might deal some injuries and having to come off the field. Some decent options. So let's start doing our trade deadline prep. Caleb Williams is not going anywhere yet. Let's see how he's done this season. 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. It's not been him. Not getting rid of running backs, nor receivers. Cole Kmet's the first guy I'm thinking about here. The Bengals need tight end, too. Gesicki's a 77. Do we bring back Eric All? Do like a 5th? I don't think we could get a 4th. Eric All and 2 6s. Add a few more draft picks in there. We are selling at this deadline. Next is Devin Bush. Do we believe in Jack Sanborn? Maybe even put in Keyshawn Elliott now. The Bengals also need a Mike. I would want at least a third for Devin Bush. That's going to get accepted. Our dead cap is $50 million right now. I think that's enough moves. Darnell Wright. One of the future lineman pieces that we will keep around.
We have a deal. One of the top receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep him and his quarterback very happy.
The Ravens traded for Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson and Zay Flowers. That's wild. Chad, do you think we should go after something? Because we've traded a lot away, but do we get something back? I mean, we have so many picks now. Before it's too late. Do we go and grab, like, George Pickens? Drew Tranquil is available. I'm not really too interested. I feel like it's falling fast on the people we can go after. Dre Greenlaw. Micah Nwenwu. Joey Porter. Hasn't gotten a new deal yet. Okay, let's go after Joey Porter. Kyler Gordon is superstar dev. Kyler Gordon's slot, though, would be nice. With Beanie Bishop, Malik Muhammad. Also moving Kyler Gordon. Kobe Bryant can get out of here. And we'll use the third rounder. Maybe if we can finesse a fourth. Kobe Bryant a fourth for Joey Porter. That is just not going to happen. Third. They're going to want a lot. I would be willing to give up a next year second. It's not quite getting across the board here. I don't think we need corner that bad. I'm guessing the Buccaneers, did they already... Yeah, they already locked up Vita Vea. I mean, we might BPA and just go get George Pickens, who's on a franchise tag right now. Reek Woolen's interesting. I'd say if he becomes a free agent, then we think about him. Add him to the corner room. Parker Washington. Jaquan Brisker. Is Jinxie doing his fantasy football yet? Only thing I really want to tune into, I can always tune into other stuff later. I just want to see what he does with that fantasy football. Has Flock talked about it yet? Flock fantasy. No, not yet. Let me see if chat's gonna say. When is fantasy football draft? Someone Jinxie's chat actually be something worth it. My grandma could beat you. Nice. I'm kind of glad I don't have Jinxie's chat. Oh my god. Jerry Sneed is still a superstar dev. Let's go try and trade for George Pickens. Let's get a wide receiver one guarantee right now. We will give y'all. Our second rounders are really, really good. We gotta try and pry them away from the Cowboys is the thing. 89 overall, 25 superstar dev. We would have to clear some cap back. Case Keenum. Who should we get rid of here? Braxton Jones would still keep us under because probably penalties. Garrett Bradbury would get us over. I don't think that even does anything though. We'll start with a third round pick. I'm happy with giving up a third. They need Mike, Will, Edge. Montez Sweat? Do we just... Do we get rid of Montez? He's only had 2 sacks this year. He's not doing anything for us. The problem is cap penalty. We gotta see Montez Sweat's cap penalty. That'd be interesting to move right there. Montez Sweat's cap penalty. Where's Sweat at? Fuck. No. That's immediate 50 million in cap penalty. Can't do that. What we can do is the Garrett Bradbury one. I don't even care if we take some cap penalty. We'll do Garrett Bradbury. We got to give up a second for Pickens. I think that's fully fair. Even our own second would make a lot of sense. But this is like a long-term move right here. Cowboys need to get something out of George Pickens. He's not signing any new deals with them. They're just going to have to go into another franchise tag situation. They get a center. They get a basically late first round pick as of right now. BB, what if we got BB back? Give us Cooper BB. We'll give you a 4th rounder as well. A 2nd, 4th, and Bradbury. BB Bradbury's swap with a 4th, and we're hoping that Pickens for the 37th overall pick gets the deal across. It's close. It's close. I don't think we can do anything with money. I think we have to throw a next year 3rd, and I'm actually okay with that. A 2, 3, and a 4 going their way, with the 3rd being next year. And we get Cooper Beebe and George Pickens. It's close, but it's becoming expensive. We'll do a 2029 3rd round pick. It's so close. Do we give up all this? We have loaded up on picks. I'm down with it. We loaded up picks. We'll make it a third in 2028. All right, so 2/3 in 2028, a fourth in 2029, a fourth in 2027, a second in 2027, and then a center swap for Pickens. Wow. I don't think we can do two. Honestly, if we're gonna do 2 seconds, it's gonna be a 2029 second. 2027 second, 2029 second, 2/3 in next year's draft and a fourth this year. So we're just giving up a 2 and a 4 this year, 2/3 next year, and then in 2029 a second round draft pick. This is the final offer, and that's gonna go through. We have George Pickens, which immediately means all junior. No, we will not resign. Not right now. BB we will think about, but not yet. Need cap space to negotiate. But you must clear cap space before talks can begin. Do we not have a lot of cap space? We got rid of all of our cap space. We done goofed, chat. We done goofed. Now we can retrade away Pickens, but that doesn't make sense. 27 million with the free savings. We gotta look at low penalties. We have no cap space for this. 5.5. James Daniels. He isn't in our long-term plans. He's not in our long-term plans. Tyson Bagent. We don't really need him either. Let's get rid of Tyson Bagent to clear money, and let's cut James Daniels. Honestly, a team might need him, though, for James Daniels' sake. 500k James Daniels. That'll clear some cap space. I don't think it'll be enough to even think about George Pickens right now, but we might just go in the negatives, to be honest. We might just have to go in the negatives. James Daniels, what is the... How's the stream looking right now, boys? Let's see. Honestly, we'll snipe a 4 from the Bengals. Oh, nope. It can't be the Bengals. The Bills need a left guard. But we need to try and find a team that wants a right guard. The Chargers. You want to give us a 4th rounder? Easy. Easy money. Let's try and talk to Pickens. Let's go 7 years. He wants a high bonus. Honestly, this is how we're going to have to get a deal done, though. 7 years fully guaranteed. Come on, it's Pickens. We go max salary we can provide him. An absolutely insane bonus. guaranteed push. Okay. It's not going to get done. He's out of patience. He's pissed. We have to wait on any other deal with Cooper Beebe until Pickens is done. Alright. We are cooking ourselves. Chat, is it done for? Come on, Pickens. You know you like that one, yeah. 8 years. We are locking this man up. Talk about his career timeline. Oh, we're absolutely locking him up. I think this is an absolute steal, though. This might just be a little over 160, 170. We got the extension done. Now we got to talk to... No, Garvin's been injured all year. Will not resign. Upgrade players. Juan Martin. Hybrid. Getting Pickens in is nice, though. Getting George Pickens on the roster will help us win some more games. For sure. He needs to be the wide receiver one, though. With Roman Duze in the 3 spot as a slot wide. Perfect. And now that should help us a lot more. Caleb Williams is just not having a great passing yards year, but we've just added a new receiver. Pickens has 5 catches for 29. What? Was he injured? He's played 1 game this season. That's right. He's been out for 8 weeks. And that's how the relationship soured, and he comes over to the Bears, and now we're going to go win a Super Bowl. Let's move to the playoffs. Let's see how this team does. If not, we're going to the off season. Is 7 o'clock. We are just hitting 2 hours. Let's see how we do. Did we turn it around, or did we fall apart still? I see 2 more losses. 5 and 12. I've got to mean that we have a top 10 pick, though. We're at mock draft 3. We are in the top 3. How did I miss that? Manny Martinez right now is at number 2. That sucks. The thing is, Sergio Gonzalez is there, and that's probably going to be the guy we go with. Alrighty. Let's go view playoff bracket. We don't care about that. Take a look at it in a second. Burden gets 3 points. Thieneman. Gordon. We need to have it better next year. Thieneman looking pretty nice, though. Shamar Turner is okay, but we need an upgrade there. We are not getting to their quarterback enough. Caleb Williams going to 93. We'll go improviser. Nice. 98 break sacks. Crazy. Jalen Johnson. George Pickens. I'd say playmaker. Here we go. Kyler Gordon. Zone. Adunze's nice. Luther Burden. Dylan Thieneman. Menanjai. I think we're good on the rest. Let's just auto upgrade the rest. And then I may have just done goofed. That's the standings. Let's just go to, what's it called? Schedule. Oh, is that where the playoff picture? There we go. Alrighty, we got the Bills against the Steelers. Steelers were starting off really, really bad, and they turned it around. Got the 7 seed. Colts, Jags. Broncos, Texans. Eagles, Giants. Rams, 49ers. Swift's got to be loving life right now. Falcons, Lions, and the Packers and the Bengals. Alrighty. Garrett Wilson over to the Ravens, and the Ravens I don't think made the playoffs. The Bills are going to move on. The Broncos are going to move on. The Colts are going to move on. The Eagles, the Rams, and the Lions. Okay. The Bills, the Bengals, the Packers, the Eagles. This is actually a pretty solid playoff tree compared to sometimes what Madden gives us. The Rams losing to the Eagles, that was crazy. Could the Bills finally do it, or will Joe Burrow go back? It's Joe Burrow and Josh Allen. Did we get any Pro Bowlers? It's fine. The Bills and the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. Interesting. Jordan Love about to become Super Bowl champ. All tasks completed. Caleb Williams is alright. He wasn't amazing, though. Do I get to see the Pro Bowl? Why is there a Pro Bowl week and I can't even see? Maybe I already accidentally delegated it. Okay. To the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts is MVP. Josh Allen, Offensive Player of the Year. Devontae Smith, Offensive. Wait, what? Offensive Player of the Year. What? Oh, because it's by, yeah. One's ASU, one's NFC. Rookie of the Year, David Bailey. Donnie Dennis Sutton. He played like an all-pro, nice. Danielle Hunter takes Defensive Player of the Year. So does Bosa. Carnell Tate, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Makai Lemon, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Nice. None of it is us, though. Alrighty. And we move to the staff week. Definitely say new coordinators might be in our best interest. I'm not gonna lie. There's our practice squad, guys. It's a staff shakeup coming, yeah.
This is your franchise staff. When you have enough staff points, you can
Orson
start
Grizzly was
purchasing and
not
upgrading
good.
the coach abilities that will improve your team.
Dennis Allen. We'll leave Dennis Allen for now. Do I not get to add a new coach? Derrick Henry has announced his retirement after signing a new 2-year deal. Interesting. Cameron Jordan retires. Yeah, let's look at retirements. Harrison Smith's got to be one. NFL standings. Transactions and then retired. We got Rankins, Clowney, Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard, Aaron Rodgers, Ramsey, Hayward, White, Wagner, DeMarcus Lawrence, Cameron Jordan, Wise. Dang. Hey, look at that, though. The Rams only got 1 year out of Swift, and he retired. At the age of 27, DeAndre Swift just retired. Stafford's gone. Adams is gone. Preston Smith. James Conner's gone. Nick Chubb. Lucan's already done. Ertz. Joe Mixon. George Kittle. Mike Evans. Oh my god, the 49ers are cooked. Trent Williams. Kyle Juszczyk. What the heck? Tyreek Hill's gone. Travis Kelce. Insane retirement class. Good to know that Jack Conklin and Siamalu for our Cardinals franchise are basically done after 1 year. God damn. Gino's gone for the Bengals. Yo. Flacco God. Von Miller. We actually had a few from here from the Bears. Eric Kendricks, Case Keenum, and Grady Jarrett. That's wild, chat. We're here at Resign Week. Yeah, we're definitely picking up his option. Do we pick up Roma Dunzes? That's a good question.
You can't win in the NFL without a capable quarterback, and one team has ensured that their
Josh Allen
high-end
just got
starter
5
is
years.
going nowhere.
We have a bunch of deals here. I think we pick up a Dunzes. It's gonna be expensive. That's 2 guys on top 10 money though. It's fine. Maybe we start reaching extension with them so it gets cheaper. Mahomes signs a brand new 7 more years after his 10-year 500. The Chiefs love that guy. Will not resign. Let's talk to Jedrick Wills here. We do not want to spend more than... We have 52 million in cap space right now, boys. We are going 1 year, 6 million. He's not very interested. We'll up it $1 million. Another 500,000. Why did I make it 2 years? A little bit more bonus. More bonus. We're getting close. Add guaranteed year. He is out of patience. So Wills will be moving on. Bro, this guy, do not come back. Suo. He's young. View contracts. Any holdouts? Nope. We're good there. Expiring contracts. Out of patience. Jedrick Wills will hit open free agency. Okay, so it either says expiring or 1 year. So Jervon Dexter, thank you for your time, good friend. But we'll actually wait so we don't incur a penalty. Yeah, Dexter. Well, he's actually 25. What am I doing? What am I doing, chat? I'm letting him go. What am I doing? I thought he was like 40. No, I'm kidding. I thought he was like a 31-year-old. I don't know too much about Jervon Dexter. I wasn't paying enough attention, to be honest. Menanjai has 2 years left. Any more expirees? What was that one I just seen? It's like a negotiate contract with Cooper Beebe. He has 1 more year remaining. Deal with that at a later point. Chris Paul. He'd get like a 2-year deal. He's going to the market. I need to be paying attention, man. That's 1.4 million down the drain. Let's just go with whatever's here. No. No, we will not resign. We will not resign Scotty Miller. We will not actually, yeah, we'll bring back Sewell. Go cheap. Pitch long-term vision. We can guarantee 2 more years for cheap price. Because we won't be going after any Sams, I don't think. Move year and add 750,000 salary. And then you can get another 80,000. There we go. And because we did it guaranteed money, I just took it down to 1 year. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we kind of need a... We brought in Josh McDaniels. It wouldn't let me bring in a coach. I'll take it. Now we have Dennis Allen and Josh McDaniels. Our trainer's getting better. Brian Urlacher is a level 6. Alrighty. And we're on to free agency prep. Caleb Williams wants a deal. Do we let him hold out? Do we try and get into a holdout situation with Caleb Williams and absolutely destroy our future? God. We're doing max years here. What is this? We're going to start with 0 guarantees. No trade clause, 8-year deal. I don't think Caleb Williams is ready for a no trade clause. First, we have to go to market value of a minimum 40 million yearly salary. If anything, 30 with some bonus. 35, 36 is fine. And then we gotta add at least like $20 million in bonus. He's gotta be one of the highest paid quarterbacks. Well, if we do in total bonus of 20 million, let's try 30 million yearly salary. No, we do not want a no trade clause right now. I'll pass. We're not close enough to begin working through the details. Jesus. Caleb Williams is getting pissed. Charter various word. We just lost. Oh, wait. We're not wrong. We will not be re-signing Montez Sweats. Jamar Chase is locked up. That sucks. But we did just pay the shit out of George Pickens, and we need to try and get that 8-year extension locked down with Caleb Williams. Yeah, we're already paying him crazy, though. Kyler Gordon got X Factor. Kyler Gordon. Dude, I want my sub to get here. I need to see the contracts, though. Contracts. Where is Sweat? I need to know his cap penalty. So he's gonna be stuck on this team. Okay. TJ Edwards could go, though. Do we try and trade him? I think we try and trade TJ Edwards. I think we're fine there. Could Johnson be the next big deal? Let's see what he wants. No trade clause, yes. I highly doubt he takes this. He's actually really interested in a cheap deal with a no trade clause. 15% salary, 1+ void year. Why would that? Looking for bumping contract values and Bears talk. Two years, $20 million a year. That's gonna be, so he's gonna have a big pay year. Let's go look at this. This is actually gonna be very interesting how we set this contract up from now. Let's go look at this. Jalen Johnson will make $25 million this year, $32 million the next year, and then $8 million in 2029, and then $28 in 2030. So 29 is kind of an out year and then a void year as well in 2031. So we kind of have him locked up for 5 seasons now. Or at least 4. What does void mean? We just spend 4.75 to get rid of him? I don't know. I don't understand it. Pickens is here long term for us, starting on an 8-year deal that we just extended him. Darnell Wright, solid. It looks like this team's getting a lot better, but we do want to start looking at getting rid of TJ Edwards. Maybe we just cut TJ Edwards so we can start signing other people, but maybe even next week we can start trading again. We have some cap space. We already down to 23 because of that extension. Let's go to next week. Deron Payne has a transition tag. We are not interested. So looking at backup quarterback. You got Will Levis. Got the normal Brissetts and Minshews. Mariota. Sam Howell. May not want too much, but we'll come back to that. It's not really important right now. We still have 50 million cap space. First refusal. Miles Murphy is a start of. He wants 8 million a year though. There's nothing super interesting here. Marte Mapu. We already signed our Sam. Do we bring a corner in like Cam Taylor-Britt? He brings in a lot of athleticism. Really good zone. Emmanuel Forbes. Ronnie Hickman. Honestly, Antonio Johnson. Anything interesting, chat? I really don't. I'm gonna sim 1 week. I don't think we're gonna be a team that goes for something immediate. Yeah, next hour. So let some moves start happening, and we'll go in from there. Coming. I'll be right back, y'all.
A top defender is off the board in free agency as one franchise got a deal done quickly and has made a major upgrade to their defense.
Alright, chat. Food's here. Food's here. Let's see. How can I make room? Alrighty. So Antonio Johnson. So the Dolphins got two of some of the best players, I feel like. I was thinking about Antonio Johnson or Cam Taylor-Britt. It just doesn't make sense. It did not make sense. We have some good players in our secondary. I was just not willing to pay the money. We still have to pay Caleb Williams. We didn't bring back Javon Dexter either. D-tackle is definitely a big move, and I think Ed Oliver, after the Javon Dexter blunder, 1 year deal. That's critical. Oof. What? So we don't get it yet? Maybe I have to... What the heck just happened? Did we just get screwed out of that? I had the max value, but it wouldn't let me sign him. And he went with the Panthers anyways. So next is Christian Wilkins. I don't know what first refusal means. Nor do I want to find out. Yeah, none of this is interesting to me. We might be making a trade. I damn well know we need a backup quarterback, and we might even draft a quarterback in like the 5th round. Fields goes to the Chiefs. Minshew goes back to the Raiders. Derwin James just got locked up. Let's go get Sam Howell. I think that would be an interesting backup quarterback. 1 year, 1 year, 5 mil. We can increase the bonus 500. That should be good. He was pretty happy with us. They're currently evaluating other teams and will choose best once time advances. Okay, so it was that just other teams had really good offers too. He just decided not to pick us. What are we thinking, chap? Running back might be interesting. Brian Robinson late in his career. Trey Tucker. Calvin Austin. Tyquan Thornton. We do need a new tight end, too. Heck, Luke Musgrave. What? How? How is he pissed? He went up a lot, though. This shit's cooked, chat. Our free agency has been awful. Holy Italian sub. Musgrave goes to the frickin' Patriots. Oh, we're just not getting anything. Not really against it, though, because we need to save some cap space. Did we get Howell? We did. So I can go to quarterback and see my signings, but it doesn't pop up there. So TJ Watt got his extension, mid-season extension, off-season week 4. Nice, gotta love it. Monroe St. Brown gets locked up. What's still available, boys? We're down in the 70s. Not much. Back out test. Nope. Go. Yeah, nothing. Nothing that's really interesting. Sean Tucker, we can bring in for cheap. I'm not going to pay him too much, though. Try and culture persuade him. There's no way he likes that. What? We're just going to try and keep it cheap. So you went out of patience at 99%. I don't want to add any more money to it. Left tackle. We did let Wills go. Mari Sawyer. So he's happy about that. We're going to stay away from any of that stuff. Mikey Becton. I think we can make other moves later. Yeah, nothing good. Yeah, everything's pretty solid here. Marcus Davenport's the top remaining. We just stayed out of this free agency for the most part. We're literally just picking up a backup quarterback, a third string running back, and a backup tackle. I don't see the need for anything else. Let's see. My signings. Sean Tucker's in. What about the left tackle? There's Sawyer. Yep. So Howell, Tucker, and Sawyer is locked in.
We have a deal. One of the top receivers has agreed
Waddle
to terms
signs a
on a
4-year deal
contract
with the
extension
Broncos.
that will likely keep him and his quarterback very happy.
I think we're happy with free agency frenzy. This sub is loaded. I wonder if the thing's on, chat. Here we go, mock draft 5. Bro, I want Sergio. Sergio ran a 4.64 for being speed rush. And it's an elite 2. Round 1 talent. So we didn't even stream the fantasy draft? That's crazy. Four two 440. Yo, chat. 4.2 440. Second fastest? Is this what it says to be first? No. It said Bingham was second. But there's no faster 40. Alright. Well, I'm probably going to leave this for the second episode. Finish up eating, and then go hang out downstairs before bed. Thank you all for watching this first episode of the Bears franchise. I'll probably post episode 2 tomorrow. I was actually having a lot of fun with this. It'll give me some time to see who I want to draft, build a board. A lot of the positions we really just don't need. But we have a top 3 pick. I don't know if I want to go receiver after we have a freaking insane receiving core already. But we'll see. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.